Oh, hey! Oh, hey!
Hi, I'm Timothy Williams,
Hi, I'm Chance Goosby.
and we'd like to say thanks for tuning in to Keeping It Real Talk Show. And today we're coming from Baker Street Restaurant here in the big city of Elba, Alabama, and we have the owners here, which is the Bakers. So how y'all doing today?
Wonderful, Tim. Wonderful.
Doing good.
Great, great. We're just glad to be here.
Glad to have you here.
Definitely. We're gonna let all this good food here. So Chance gonna eat it all up today, right?
Oh yeah. I'm already eyeing it.
Definitely, definitely. So tell us a little bit about yourselves.
My name is Brandon Baker, and that's where the Baker originated from, Baker Street.
Right.
We were laying in the bed one day, and she was like, "What are we gonna name it?" First of all, let me tell you this. It was always her dream to own a restaurant, own her own restaurant. She done it all her life, and that's what she wanted to do. So we were laying in the bed and trying to come up with a name, and she was like, "What are we gonna name it?" And I'm like, "Bakerville, Baker something." And she said, "What about Baker Street?"
Right.
And that's
wow.
And it hit perfect, Tim. It hit perfect.
Definitely. So, what caused you all to come to Elba?
Well, we wanted to change, my old environment, my old lifestyle. I had to put those things behind me,
Right.
And I'm a firm believer in the Lord. And the things that I was doing back in the past, I can't do no more. So
Right.
I had to better myself. I had to leave, move, and what better place to go where someone don't know you, nobody
Right.
knows you. I
Right.
could start over brand new.
Definitely. And your food looked delicious here, man. Tell us a little bit about your menu.
Well, we took all of our favorite, things that we like.
Right.
Things that we cook. We're like, okay, this is going on the menu. This is going on the menu. And we had a lot of things on there, and we kind of narrowed it down. We knew moving over here, Elba needed another restaurant. Definitely variety, because everybody's like, wow, your menu's extensive. It is, but we wanted to provide variety.
Right.
You don't want just this or just that, but you don't want to drive 45 minutes either to have to go get
Right.
it. So we just kind of sat down and came up with it and put it together, rough draft
Definitely.
and crossed out and rewrote and edited, and here we are.
Right. I see you have a little soul food up in here and all that good stuff,
Absolutely.
So where'd you learn how to cook soul food?
My grandmother, 8 years old, up to the stove,
Yeah.
day in, day out,
Wow,
every day.
wow.
She's a stay-at-home farmer's wife. So.
Definitely. And I come here, my special, is the Philly steak and cheese,
Now that was made up in that
Yeah.
kitchen.
Right.
From a Philly steak sandwich special.
Right, to a
We're like,
potato.
let's put it on a potato and try it.
Right. And it's great, because you got me started on the chicken potato, and it was great. I don't even eat chicken, And so happily you all got me stuck on that, and boom, it was great. And I love your potatoes, and tell us what we have here in front of us, which Chance is going to eat the whole bowl.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to eat both bowls.
That is one of
Right.
our signature pastas. That's our steak and mushroom pasta,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
and it is made with a thin capellini, which is between an angel hair and a vermicelli, which is spaghetti,
Right.
and it's cooked just al dente,
Uh-huh.
so that then it'll continue cooking in its sauce, which we build that sauce back there. We don't
Right.
can, we don't jar, we build it. And then
Right.
it's got the sliced steak, and then we cook that with the mushroom and the bacon, and of course our
Right.
seasoning.
Definitely. So what we have here is, can you tell us a little bit about this dish here?
That is our fried shrimp with our twice baked potato, which has been scooped out and mixed with ranch dressings and 4 different cheeses,
Uh-huh.
bacon, and put back together.
Right.
Blended just right, melted just right.
Uh-huh.
French fries, another steak and mushroom pasta.
Seasoned fries.
Seasoned fries.
Definitely.
And then we have our chicken tenders
Uh-huh.
with a fry.
Definitely.
Those are really good.
Right. So you have a lot of things on your menu here at Baker Street.
Absolutely.
And price is good, Tell us a little about your pricing. I mean, it's pretty much you can't beat it, you know.
Big town variety,
Right.
small town price.
Definitely, definitely. And that is so true, you know, with your slogan, you know. You all, I did a commercial for you all, and that's what we put in the commercial, and you know, and we could see, you know, your business is, you know, picking up,
Oh, yeah.
you know, but and that couldn't be so if it wasn't good food, you know what I'm saying?
Right. We have had customers that have been loyal to us from day one.
Right.
You know, being new to an area, new people coming in and out, checking
Right.
you out. Of course, you have to work out kinks. And we've got ones that have just been dedicated and loyal. Then we have some that'll come in and try it, and then they'll come back.
Right.
And I mean, our customers, that's where it's at with us.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
That's where it's at with us.
Right. And I could tell you all people orientated, you know, you love people, and
We do.
and that's what it's all about, you know, especially in a business, you know. You've got to be people orientated, you know, and
Right.
Can I say something, Tim?
go ahead.
Customer satisfaction, man,
Right.
is my biggest thing. If my customers are not satisfied, I'm not satisfied.
Right.
Man. And our service here has to be the best service this side of the Mason-Dixon line, man. Because
Right.
I mean, every time I walk through,
Mm-hmm.
I'm greeting. I want my customers comfortable. I want them satisfied. If
Right.
they're not satisfied, we don't stay in business, man.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
That's
That's
the
right.
main thing. We're not looking to get rich. We're not looking to set a name, make an example, prove a point. We're not in a
Right.
competition with no other business in town. The only thing we're trying to do right here is bring something different to the
Right.
town of Elba.
Definitely.
You know, we've made this our home, man, and we love the support that the people here show us. They give us
Right.
mad support, and we appreciate it. You know.
And that's great. That's great, man. And if you keep that attitude, your business will grow to leaps and bounds like never before, you know. And that's the number one thing, you know. So what you got to say, Chance?
Well, this is my first time eating here, so I'm very excited to taste this steak pasta right here.
Hope it don't be your last time.
Oh
man.
man, I hope it don't either. We finna try it out.
Definitely. So, what are your plans for the future here in Elba with your restaurant?
Well, when we opened, I said, no buffet, no buffet, no buffet, menu only. We're not doing a buffet.
Right.
Okay, we got here and we realized Elba needed variety. We opened a restaurant. A couple months later, we decided, hey, this is what we need. We have businesses here. People have a very short time span for lunch. You know, they get
Right.
docked and everything else. So I said, okay, that's what they need. They need a buffet. I was totally against it. I'm like, no, that's what they need. That's what we're going to give them. So
Right.
now we have the buffet. And that's Monday through Friday, 11 to 2, all you can eat.
Right.
Salad bar, get your drink, come in, eat, go back to work. Sunday after church, and now we're also closing at 3. So
On Sundays?
on Sundays.
Okay, okay. So we want to encourage, you know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of our viewers down in the Brantley area, Laverne area,
Absolutely.
even in Detroit, the Brundage areas. We just want to encourage you all to come on down to Baker Street. Y'all hear that in the commercial, right? Come on down to Baker Street, you know, and so we just want you to come, and it's good food here, you know. As Chance said, we put our name on this food, man. You know, it's good food, you know. And anything else, we're just sitting here watching Chance dig in and eat. He's gonna eat on.
What you think? Tell me what you think, man. Honestly.
Oh yeah, I like the cheese flavor. I'm a real cheese guy. I taste that cheese. Steak is right, noodles right. Oh yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I'm gonna have to get both bowls to go probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Dinner and breakfast.
Yep. So let me ask you this: have you ever thought about doing breakfast one of these days?
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's coming.
Right. You know, one day I was coming through the other day. I was like, man, they need to do breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Be like a little Waffle House. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like a Waffle House in the mornings. Like
Greasy spoon.
definitely, definitely. And you'll see, and people will pack this place out. I mean, they will come for the breakfast. There's a little place in Op, you know.
I don't. They might have shut that down. I
Yeah, you
believe.
would shut that down,
Yeah,
yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe that'll be the first time Elba ever had somebody serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's a lot of people in Elba that work night shift jobs, and I'm one of them. So, yeah, that'll be. I definitely have to show my support. You start
Right.
that breakfast up.
We're appreciate it.
And you know, people just want somewhere they come and eat. You know, sit down and eat a good breakfast. You know, have a variety like pancakes. I know I like pancakes.
Oh yeah.
You know, and so.
Well, one thing I wanna come in on that, Tim, about the breakfast and about the lunch and about the dinner. The major thing is, if the people don't come and eat, then there's no need of us being here.
Right.
We got to have our customers coming in and eat. Many people say that the food is good. They don't complain about the prices. You know, it's a little hot in here from time to time, but that's basically anywhere you go this time of year.
That's right.
But if y'all keep supporting us, we gonna stay here. You know, we gonna be here. We ain't going nowhere.
Right, definitely. That's the key, you know. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Toward never to return, never to surrender. Car salesman.
Tonight, we sell them all.
At Elba Chevron Travel Center, breakfast is served every morning and lunch every day. If you want some good food and friendly service, come on down to Elba Chevron Travel Center, located at 990 West 203 Bypass, Elba, Alabama, 36323. Go Tigers.
Come on down to Baker Street. How about big town variety for small town price? And Baker Street is the place to eat. We are located at 979 Highway 203 in Elba, Alabama. We also serve seafood, steaks, oysters, and more. You can dine in and carry out. We're open 7 days a week. Let Baker Street cater your next event. Now, Christy, a lot of people know about you and your husband, Mr. Baker. They only see the owners, you know, of Baker Street.
Right.
But a lot of times people don't know about your faith in God. Y'all are strong
Right.
believers, and y'all love the Lord. Now, a while back here, a crisis hit your home. Can you elaborate on that a little bit for me? And I know it's kind of tough. But there's somebody in TV land, you know, that can go off of your testimony, because somebody is going through what you've been through, and you know, and they need that testimony to get them across, you know. And you have a powerful testimony, because I remember, you know, you telling me about your testimony, and it was kind of odd, you know. Here it is. I believe we're around the same age. You know, my wife, and here it is, my wife lost a daughter. Y'all met in the laundromat. Yeah. And boy, I tell you, I feel his presence. I'm sorry, y'all. Every now and then,
Right.
you know, the presence of the Lord shows up on the set. You know what I'm saying? I can't help myself. But y'all was talking, and you didn't know my wife. She didn't know you. But she heard your testimony, and she came home. And she began to tell me about your testimony. And, you know, and I was saying, oh, man, it's amazing how y'all, you know, you met. So can you just tell us a little bit, you know?
Yes. 2 years. It's just been 2 years ago. I lost a 10-year-old child in a school bus wreck, a daughter. And it's really, really hard. I went through a period where I didn't come out of the house almost 2 months because of it. I mean, I just went through a really bad depression, and it's like I'd lost all motivation to do anything except get up, throw my hair up, and just moving was just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like you just roll through the motions, but you're not living. You're breathing just because your body does that.
Right.
You know? And it took me some time. And when you go through things like that in life, you know, everybody always says, pray for me.
Right.
Or I need these words. But there's no words.
Right.
There's not. And if it wasn't for the love of the Lord.
Right.
And, you know, people who are new in Christ can face something, and they can still handle it different. I knew where I was spiritually, because 11 years ago, I
Uh-huh.
lost a brother
Right.
who was murdered.
Uh-huh.
And at that time, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, I hated God. I
Uh-huh.
cried out, you're this great protector and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Why didn't you intervene?
Uh-huh.
But, you know, he knows our heart.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And he knew I
That's
was
right.
angry and bitter and mad.
Uh-huh.
Now, that was a brother. You know, and about 6 months later, you know, I just broke down one day and cried. And I'm like, I didn't mean it, you know. I didn't
Right.
mean it. I know that everything happens for a reason, and I don't see it now, but one day I'm going to.
Right. Right.
And then when I lost my daughter,
Uh-huh.
I felt exactly what my mom had gone through.
Right. That's right. That's
and I know
right.
that everything does happen for a reason.
Right.
And when I lost my daughter, it was totally different. I knew where I was spiritually,
Uh-huh.
even though I didn't know it at the moment,
Right.
because I wasn't mad and angry and bitter. I didn't lash out. I think I wept forever.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no words anyone could give me.
Right.
It was more of, I'll never forget, the one thing that touched me was about 3 weeks later. It's like I just looked up one day, and I was like, thank you, Lord. She wasn't mine to begin with. She was
That's
on
right.
loan. There's women that will give their entire life to get to be a mom for just one day.
Right.
And I had her for 10 years.
That's right. That's right.
And I just thank you. And the one thing this lady said to me that changed it all, she said, I know everybody's got words. I know everybody wants to encourage you.
Uh-huh.
She said, if nothing else stays with you, just remember this one thing. There's 2 days in our life that matter.
Right.
And that's it for real.
That's right.
The day we're born
That's it.
and the day we die.
Right.
And he doesn't take us until we have fulfilled our purpose on
That's
this
right.
earth.
That's right.
And that gave me just enough peace to keep manifesting and
Right.
manifesting. And we knew we needed a change.
Uh-huh.
And I had a dream years ago to have my own restaurant one
Right.
day. And honestly, a lot of it I feel like was motivation through everything that's happened in life. And
Right.
determination.
That's
I could
right.
have just gave up. I could have
Uh-huh.
pitched a great big pity party. I could have done a million other things. But then it's like one day I just looked up and I was like, you know, he didn't open these doors for no reason.
That's right.
And if I can get through that,
Right.
there's nothing I can't get through.
That's right. That's right.
And so
That's right.
we didn't open this business to get rich.
Right.
This was a dream that I had.
Uh-huh.
And my husband wanted to see it through for me.
Right.
He knew that would probably be good. And when we moved and we made a change, it was all about the bettering of.
Right.
When we opened this business, Elba's a little small town, needed variety.
Right.
The bettering of,
That's right.
period.
That's right. That is so true. And let me say this while you're saying that. That's a husband. When you have a husband and he pushes his wife dream, ain't that something?
That's it.
I mean, that's a husband that loves his wife, you know.
Yeah.
It's not about his dream, but it's about his wife.
That's
and that's
right.
powerful all in
I
itself.
knew I
you know
had the
what I'm saying?
power to make my wife's dream come true, man.
Uh-huh.
And I did everything in my power to make it happen.
Right.
I love my wife.
That's right,
I
that's
love the
right.
Lord.
Right.
And God has blessed me. He took me through trials, tribulations. He took me through storms. He took me. I mean, he my rock in a weary land, man.
Right,
I mean,
that's
he's
right.
my strength. He's my motivation. And just by saying that, I say
Uh-huh.
that because without him,
Uh-huh.
none of this could have been, man.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, everybody got a past, man, but if you dwell on your past,
right.
you'll never go forward.
That's right. That's right.
You know, in order to get somewhere, you got to go through something.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been through it. She's been through it. I can't really sit here and tell you how it feels to lose a child
Right.
because I never have. But I know how my wife feels about her losing her.
Right.
And I try to keep her mind off of it as much as I can because, you know, you can't dwell on something that was never yours.
Right.
Like she said.
That's right. That's right.
These bodies, this life, it's only temporary, man.
Right.
If you cherish and try to possess everything that's here,
Right.
you'll forever be lost, bro.
That's right.
You gotta keep moving forward.
Right.
You can't let this. I mean, every day. You know, me and you talk all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Definitely.
you know, it's people that's they what they call them wolves and sheep
clothing. That's right.
They come at you all the time,
That's
all
right.
different ways.
Uh-huh.
And you know, you gotta stay strong, man.
That's
you gotta
right.
stand
That's right.
fast, man. And that's what I'm about. I love my wife.
Right.
And this was her dream, and I refused to let anything or anybody stop it.
Right.
You know.
That's right. That's right. And that's love, you all. You know, powerful testimony. Now tell us how you lost your daughter, if you don't mind.
She was coming home from school,
Uh-huh.
and really we don't know exactly what happened, and probably never will.
Right.
They missed a curve and ran off into a ditch that should have stopped the bus,
Right.
and for whatever reason it didn't.
Uh-huh.
And it hit a tree, and my daughter was on the very back seat, and they say that's the worst place on a bus to be.
Right.
And when they hit that tree, it made the back of the bus stand up, and
Uh-huh.
it sent her to the ceiling. And she was killed instantly.
Uh-huh.
And she's
Wow.
the only fatality of 14 students.
Right. But you know what? You shared something with me about your daughter. How I believe it was how you told me how she told you she found God.
Yeah,
Wow.
she had been in vacation Bible school
Uh-huh.
for 2 weeks. She went with her granddaddy's church one whole week,
Uh-huh.
and then with her grandmama's side the other whole week.
Right.
And she kept going to my oldest daughter all week, and
Uh-huh.
everybody she encountered, and because she was with my grandmother, and
Right.
she was telling me she would just run up to everyone. I found Jesus. Have you found Jesus?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what he can do for
Wow.
you? Do you know how much he loves you?
Uh-huh.
I found Jesus. And it's weird. They say that he protects his little ones.
Oh yeah.
And that morning, her and her older sister fought like
Uh-huh.
cats and dogs. You've got a 16-year-old and you've got a 10-year-old.
Right.
And the 10-year-old wants to be the 16-year-old and wants to wear her stuff and getting her hair stuff and her makeup, and they fought.
Right.
And my oldest daughter would run her out of her bathroom nonstop.
Uh-huh.
And that particular morning, as my oldest daughter was in the bathroom getting ready, my daughter went in there and just sat down on the toilet,
Uh-huh.
just sat there. And she looked at her and she said, "You know how much I love you, don't you?"
Right.
And my daughter said she just stopped and looked at her and said, "What?" And she said, "You know how much I love you.
Uh-huh.
No matter what happens to us in life, everything's going to always be okay."
Right. My God.
And Taylor said she just jumped up and just hugged her, and she said, "Everything's going to be okay no matter what happens.
Right.
You just know that."
That's right.
And you
That's
need
right.
to find Jesus too.
Wow.
And
Oh my God.
my daughter has a hard time talking about it. And I want you to know, about a week ago,
Uh-huh.
we were having a private conversation. And because I don't start a conversation with her about this. I let
Uh-huh.
her start it.
Right.
And when she wants to talk, I let her talk.
Right.
But I know how it hurts me. I don't want her to ever feel like we can't talk about it.
Right. That's right.
And that particular day, a week ago, my daughter looked at me
Mhm.
and said, "Mama, I want to know I have salvation."
Wow. Wow.
And I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't know. And we've been visiting a church here. And she actually went on Facebook and messaged him and asked him
Uh-huh.
how to know.
Right.
Pastor Johnson, she asked him how to know.
Uh-huh.
And he told her. And they talked for a while and everything. And
My
then
God.
she's been all right ever since.
Ever since. Wow. Wonderful testimony. There may be a mother that's going through, a crisis. Let me say this. It wasn't a coincidence that you and my wife, met one another.
No, because I
You
didn't want
know?
to go that day at that time. It was hot. It was
Right.
this time last year.
Uh-huh.
100 degrees in the laundromat.
Right.
And I did not want to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how we got on the conversation.
Uh-huh.
We just were talking. Actually, another lady and I had been talking before your wife had come in.
Uh-huh.
And then as we were sitting there talking, your wife come in, and we were talking about people that we knew from back where I'm from in Eufaula.
Right.
And that's somehow it all evolved.
Uh-huh.
And it was really neat.
Wow. And, like I was sharing with you, we lost a daughter, at 9.5 years old.
She was telling me that day.
And wow. You know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of folks say, I can just imagine, Our thing was, we never thought it would happen to us,
No.
And me being a man of the cloth, y'all, a pastor, you know what I'm saying? one that believe in faith, walked it out, My God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
like I'm protected.
Yeah, Lord, I love you.
Yeah.
And I found myself, and, what's kind of crazy, this same testimony, I'm on radio in London, and I have to tell this story every time I come on, because the people in London and the United Kingdom, they want to hear it. What sustained you? And I would tell them it was my faith in God.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I got a term, and I use, if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side,
I'm telling you.
And y'all's story just, it just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when something like that happens, people who go through that and don't have the Lord,
that's right.
I just don't know.
They will lose their mind,
I'm telling you, because I lost my mind for a minute with him. So I can't imagine. I can't.
Right.
All these doctors here, take this. No, thank you. I got
That's
to
right.
heal.
Because I'll never forget, I'm sitting here, I'm hearing your story, and my wife, the same, she went through this, telling my wife, just like you, man, how you was right there by her side, encouraging her, you know what I'm saying? And, man, it's just...
Hey, man, I know a lot of young folks out there.
Right.
They listen to my man Clifford Harris, T.I., better known as T.I.
Right.
Anything don't kill you, man, make you stronger.
Stronger. That's right. That's right.
That's I live by that stuff, man. I live by my word.
Right.
I live by positive stuff, man.
That's right.
Like I said, I've been through the stormy weather, man. I've been through the hellacious waters, man. I've been through it.
That's right. That's right.
And now I'm on the other side.
Right.
On this side, it's much better, man.
Oh, definitely.
When you doing right.
Right.
When you doing right, man, things just fall in place. When praises go up, when blessings go up, praises go up, blessings come down.
That's right.
Straight
that's
up.
right. That's right.
That's true.
Right.
Sometimes, man, it can feel like you want to give up.
Right.
Don't give up, man.
That's it. That's it.
When you if you praying, ain't no need to worry.
That's it.
If you worry, ain't no need to pray.
Ain't need to pray. That's right.
So why worry?
That's right. You're right. You made a good point. And I want you, Christy, and your husband, Mr. Baker, I want y'all to look in the camera. There's somebody watching tonight, and they need an encouraging word. What can you tell them? They may have opened a business and, have been through some stuff, looking to want to give up and, and just shut down and just go home and sit down. What can you tell them tonight?
When you put your dreams into motion and use that passion, it's totally different. You're not working anymore. And you don't give up. If it's meant to be, every door along that way is going to bust wide open for you. And nobody can shut it.
That's right.
And what I got to say is, whatever you do, whatever you believe in, whatever you're trying to accomplish, the only way you're going to succeed is to keep the Lord first and foremost. And don't have any doubt. If you trust in the Lord with your whole heart, and anything's possible. Anything. Look at me. I've come a long way. The people that know me from my past will look at me now and say, never in a million years would I've seen this man right here.
Right. Wow.
Just believe in God. Put him first and let him carry you. Don't do it your way.
That's right.
Let him do it his way.
Once again, we're coming here from Baker Street Restaurant here in Elba, Alabama, the city where everybody is somebody. I love to use that term, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
if you turn Elba around and it simply says Able, you know what I'm saying?
Able.
And so we just want to encourage everybody, to come out to Baker Street, come get your fries, your chicken fingers, your pasta salad, steak salad,
your chili dogs.
Yeah, your chili dogs. I remember one day she had a special going on.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted, man. We ain't here for no competition. We ain't here for no show and tell. We just here to live, man. That's it.
Right.
It's our home now, and I promise you, I ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Right.
No matter what.
I enjoyed the food first and foremost, and you guys' story is real strong, and your faith in the Lord is A1. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Appreciate it,
bro.
Oh,
yeah. Like you said, just keep pushing forward, keep the Lord first, and your business can only grow.
Yes.
Definitely being on the show. But like Mr. Tim said, you guys come to Baker Street, get your grub on.
Once again, we'd like to say thanks for tuning in to Keeping It Real Talk Show. We'll see you next week at the same time. Be blessed is our prayer.